Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? Hopefully, you are fine and you are doing great with your studies and you are utilizing your time during stay at home. So, today we'll discuss a paragraph named Climate Change. So, it's very important for your pre exam. So whenever you to answer any paragraph, you find some questions there, and if you answer the questions, then if you answer the questions chronologically or maintaining sequence, then your paragraph is done or constructed. So here we see some questions. Let's go to the questions, then we'll have a brief discussion, then we'll go for the text. So the first question says, what is climate change? So our paragraph title also climate change. Bangla is Jolobayu Poriborton. This is very known topic, a burning issue you say, and this has been discussing for years. So first question, what is climate change? Bangla you can say like Jolbayu Poriborton ki, অথবা কি বোঝায়? Question 2, it says, why does it affect mainly? এটা আসলে কোথায় বেশি প্রভাবিত করে, এটা কোথায় বেশি আক্রান্ত করে? What are the causes responsible for climate change? ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জের জন্য কোন কোন কারণগুলো দায়ী? Number 3 says, what is the impact of climate changing? ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জিং অথবা জলবায়ু পরিবর্তনের প্রভাবগুলো কি, মিন্স এর ফলে কি হয়? Number 4 says, how is Bangladesh being affected by it? বাংলাদেশ কিভাবে এটার দ্বারা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হতে পারে? And number 5 says, what is the responsibility of the government to face this disaster? So গভর্নমেন্ট অথবা সরকারের কি দায় রয়েছে অথবা কি দায়িত্ব রয়েছে এই দুর্যোগটা মোকাবেলা করার জন্য? So you got 5 questions here. So we'll not answer these one by one, but we'll create a flavor of the answers of these questions in our text. Then entire paragraph will be constructed. So here we see some pictures. Is this picture known to you? You may or may not know this. You may not familiar with this, but it's a very famous photo, and we see some guys here, some persons, they're under sea inside water, and what they're doing, they're actually holding a meeting. So the cabinet of Maldives, they had a meeting to actually raise their voice about the threat of climate change, because it is believed that Maldives could be the worst sufferer of climate change, and the entire country could go underwater. That's why fascinating thing is that they are planning to buy land somewhere, and they are thinking to shift their entire country to another place. You see that how amazing it is, the country trying to shift its origin or area location to another place just because of threat of the climate change. Because as it is said that if it happens or after a couple of years, the things how it is happening, if it happens in the same ratio, so Maldives will go underwater. So this photo actually says the consequence, or they tried to pass us the message that how difficult it is for them to handle or whatever, what they are thoughtful, their thought and anxiety. They actually try to share their anxiety. So this is the picture of the cabinet meeting, underwater cabinet meeting of Maldives. Well, so another picture, two pictures you see here. A teenage like your age, she became very famous, a Swedish girl named Greta Thunberg. So teenage like your age or might be under your age around, like how could she become a world figure? So she became actual world figure by raising her voice against climate change. She actually threw many questions. She triggered the world leaders, and she said that you are destroying our future, you are killing our future, you are killing our environment. And she said those type of words in United Nations Assembly, জাতিসংঘের একটা ভাষণে। She actually criticized the world policymakers or developed countries who are disturbing the environment and are mainly responsible for climate change. So here is a famous quote or famous saying of Greta Thunberg. I repeat, she is a Swedish girl or Swedish environment activist. What she says, you say you love your children above all else, but yet you are stealing their future in front of their very eyes. So what she says actually, যে বলছে যে তুমি বলছো যে তুমি তোমার চিলড্রেনকে ভালোবাসো সব কিছুর ঊর্ধ্বে, অ্যান্ড ইয়েট তা সত্ত্বেও ইউ আর স্টিলিং দেয়ার ফিউচার, তুমি তাদের ভবিষ্যৎ চুরি করে নিচ্ছ অথবা কেড়ে নিচ্ছ ইন ফ্রন্ট অফ দ্য ভেরি আইজ, এবং তাদের চোখের সামনেই। So we say one thing but do another thing. So uh, we express that we care for others or we try to keep a safer place for the upcoming generation, but actually we are killing our environment, we are disturbing the climate. That's why future actually is not secured, future is not safe for the upcoming generations. That's why she raised her voice. So her name is very related to climate change phenomena. Well, so another picture you see here, it's also very common scenario we see when flood occurs. So this is a typical photo of a Bengali teenage girl who are passing by inside a village, and everywhere in the years, houses, other things, it is actually submerged with water. So what the picture says, the picture says that if things happens in this way, low-lying area or coastal area in Bangladesh or other coastal countries, those area will go underwater and people will suffer. Flood will even if it doesn't go underwater, flood will visit frequently, will create sufferings for the people living the low-lying area, many other things like. So from these three pictures actually we can understand that how horrible it is. Actually it's a disaster, or how it could kill our future, and how nature is disturbed, how environment is disturbed this much, and how the people who are related or the sufferer, how concerned they are, or how they try to alarm others people, though the policymakers or world policymakers do not pay heed to their words. Well, so let's go through the paragraph. We'll see actually what is inside the paragraph. Let's start. So the climate change. So it says climate change is one of the burning issue the world is facing currently. বলা হয়েছে যে climate change অথবা জলবায়ু পরিবর্তন is such a important issue, a very crucial issue, and the world talks about it. Everybody talks about it, and it is discussed in every forums.